Live from Bethesda, Maryland, where the winters are hard and the cookies are soft. This is the Robert Dyer Channel Christmas Countdown 2022. And now, a man who isn't going to let a little bomb cyclone ruin his Christmas, Robert Dyer. Hi everybody, Robert Dyer, and welcome to the Robert Dyer Channel Christmas Countdown, where we're coming in strong into the final stretch here, with Christmas coming up this weekend, and the products I think are among the best of the countdown that I'm reviewing, and one of those that I think is one of the most exciting is the special winter edition Red Bull. That is a fig apple flavor. Now, you do associate fig at least with some traditional Christmas recipes. So this is an energy drink, of course. You might need one whether you're doing a marathon of Christmas shopping, or you're driving 1,000 miles to grandma's house, or you're stuck in the back seat of the car going 1,000 miles to grandma's house. You gotta have something to keep you going, and many people will turn to the caffeinated beverage. And it says here on the side, Red Bull, the winter edition, the taste of fig apple, artificially flavored. The wings of Red Bull. So it's pretty much your standard can message, but telling you a different flavor. And will this be a holiday flavor we'll all remember decades from now? Let's find out. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the packaging here. There isn't really that much to look at, unfortunately. This is a very thin can, but the main thing you notice is this appropriate, it's really more of a forest green. It doesn't translate exactly on the camera, but it's a vaguely green color. And then you have the Bull logo, the winter edition, and then fig apple, artificially flavored. Vitalizes body and mind. So there's nothing else holiday related really beyond the color. And then here on the back you have the, aside from the reflection on the can, you have the 114 milligrams of caffeine. You have the warning here for children, pregnant, nursing women, person sensitive to caffeine. You've got the standard feel here on the top of the can. The only difference is it's saying the taste of fig apple. Then you've got 130 milligrams of sodium, 36 grams of sugar, and then you've got the B12, niacin, vitamin B6, pantothenic acid, so you have actually some nutritional value here, along with the boost, and made in Austria. So I'm going to go ahead and try to pop the top here. There she blows. Well, the first thing I get hit by is a strong scent of apple. Really got a strong apple juice aroma going here. A little bit of fig, but barely perceptible. You know, I do like figs. Fig Newtons is my favorite, of course. I've had dried figs a number of times. Those are good as well. I believe I've had a regular fresh fig one time. So let's go ahead and pour this into the finest bachelor's glassware. And you can see that the color is decidedly going in the apple direction. You would fool somebody and think this is a sparkling apple juice, a sparkling cider. Well, the fig is, there's a little bit more fig aroma once it gets into the cup, but there's also a little bit of a caffeine aroma detectable there. Let's go ahead and see how it tastes. Well, I guess there's more fig flavor than there is aroma, because it's a lot more of a balance in the actual taste compared to the aroma. And the apple is pretty much your standard apple juice flavor. Nothing unusual. It's not overly sweet like a soda, but it's sweet enough to make it palatable. Combination is almost a little bit like a element of pear juice in it as well. I guess that's what happens when you dabble in the world of artificial flavors. Bob, I'm here at the Motel Zero in Rockford, Illinois. You know, every Christmas season I head on at least one mission to the Chicago area. I continue to be delightfully surprised at the explosive growth and popularity of the Robert Dyer cult in the upper Midwest, Ohio, Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Wisconsin. There's something in that Great Lake water. So I flew into Rockford International Airport in my private jet this weekend. I had to have breakfast at the best restaurant in Rockford, the Stockholm Inn on Charles Street. I had Swedish pancakes with 2 eggs and Swedish meatballs. Then I went back for lunch for a Swedish meatball sandwich and a cup of Swedish pea soup. Then I zipped over to Naperville, where it's always a beautiful day in the neighborhood for the Robert Dyer cult. Then back to Rockford for dinner at the Stockholm Inn. Swedish meatballs, mashed potatoes, and a slice of their signature vanilla pecan cream pie, and a lingonberry milkshake to wash it all down. Then it was off to the Hard Rock Casino in Rockford, where, this being the Midwest, they have quite a collection of regional memorabilia, ranging from Peter Cetera's outfit from the Karate Kid video to Kevin Cronin's wig and the mummified remains of Cheap Trick. Next, I'll be driving through the alleyways of dangerous Chicago in my Model T at 2 a.m. in the morning. To keep my energy up, I stop by the Schnucks Rockford Plaza supermarket on Charles Street to get one of these holiday Red Bulls to keep my energy going. If I survive Chicago, I'll be flying back and be back playing the Sega Genesis in your attic tomorrow. Well, if you've always wanted to drink a Fig Newton, your dream has come true. I've had figs in all these other forms, so why not in an energy drink? I would say that I'm not exactly bowled over by the flavors here. I don't know if I'll remember this flavor for years to come, but it's different and unusual enough that I think it would be a great drink to have, like if you're traveling, or any case that you would need an energy drink at this time. Why not keep yourself in the Christmas spirit with this unusual flavor that every sip you're going to be reminded it's Christmas? So it wasn't the most logical Christmas flavor. I don't drink that much Red Bull, so I don't know what other flavors they've had other years. You can't always get it every place here, but for some reason this year I was able to find it. So maybe they've had the more predictable flavors other years. This one's certainly a bit off the wall, but definitely a very traditional Christmas flavor at the same time, with fig involved, and it's certainly fairly refreshing while providing that caffeine that's the most important thing. So I think I'm going to go ahead and give this, I think it's a fair rating, give it a 4 out of 5 stars. It delivered the holiday flavor it promised. It's going to be a great way to energize yourself and stay in the Christmas spirit at the same time. I would certainly recommend this to anyone who's excited about Christmas as I am. So I hope you like this video. Share it with your friends. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time, tomorrow, on this Christmas countdown. Bye, everybody.